it's everyone's best gal, Yuzu, curving in, fucking up people with, again, like, I mean, how long has it been since we've actually even seen her duel throughout the series? I mean, we're like 69 episodes into this thing, and we've like barely really seen her duel like that. I mean, that's funny, glad to see like she's actually back into an episode, and I gotta say, she had a pretty rough run for this one. I mean, going against that 5,000 attack point monster, holy shit, Guardian Goku was one of the most kind of craziest broken like monsters that we've seen so far in the single match. And I was even mentioning that, but we have like a rank 12. This thing's worse than the fucking rank 12 that we just went against. Like, this thing, like, before I even get like going against the whole Tokumatsu thing, I just want to talk about his ace monster, which is Goku. Like, basically 5,000 attack points. I'm guessing as well the only reason that you can use it is that they're going to use this like in the actual game. Like, they're pretty much going to have to nerf this, or pretty much make it like the only way you can use this is by using Cardian tuners, like non-monsters that are Cardians. Like that's the only way I can see you using this monster. Like, when a spell card is activated, it negates it. That should be like either like once per turn, and it can also, when this card battles an opponent monster, it also negates the effect. So the only thing that can even do anything to this is trap. Like, this motherfucker is like pretty powerful if we just think about it. Like, cause like the whole start of the duel was like, you know, it was like Yuzu versus like Tokumatsu. Tokumatsu's doing the whole enjoy, like, you know, all that shtick. You know how it goes with him. And, you know, there was two trying to like getting used to this whole shit. It's just like, I loved how like throughout the entire duel he just kept apologizing, like, I'm so sorry young lady, but I gotta win. It's like kind of underestimating her a bit, and it's just like, honestly, the most important part of this episode is when you saw Yuya just reacting to her, like, and especially as she was like doing the whole spiel of like entertainment and everything. It's just like, you know, doing that, like that one kid as well, like the shidadoos, like all that stuff. And everyone was laughing, enjoying, saying, you know, like, enjoy the entertainment, and Yuya just started crying. Like, that, like, just to show this is how much he cares. Like, she's, like, he was thinking, like, all this time she was terrified, she was scared, and this shows, like, how much she's grown as a character. She's like, I've been here all this time just worrying about you, and you're okay. Just knowing that you're okay, having fun, just going with the duel, you know, doing the best you can. That's all he ever wanted, and it's just like, just proudness and just how much you care for. It's like, that's what I like to see, because this is the most, and I feel like it's definitely been addressed through like the like throughout the entire series. I think the only time that we've actually seen a kind of more of the relationship sort of thing being hinted at them is more with like we saw like Yusei and Akiza from 5Ds. That was probably, I'd like to say the closest we kind of saw to a relationship, and it's like even like the end is, yeah, like just saying, oh, I like you at the end. That isn't really too much of the development to it. It's like, but this one that shows, like, you know, you really deeply care for one another. And it's like, even when you see at the end of the duel when she managed to like use all her melody cards, and like she had a pretty smart like idea what to actually do. Like, she managed to like keep grabbing the action cards, but since it kept negating spell cards like this Goku, it couldn't do anything. So what she tried to reflect the attack, and it's like basically what she had to do was like get rid of those cards. She had one of like the melody cards left in her hand, which actually you banished two of the same spell card, and like this has never worked in an actual fucking, you know, the TCG or anything like that. But when she actually used it, it was like, oh, I get to use the spell card from like by banishing from the grave. You can't do it while it's in the graveyard, motherfucker. And just ended up just completely destroying him and just wiping out Goku. I mean, I'm not too into the Cardian monsters. I think that was like one time where I took a little bit of a break from the anime, like going for some of that stuff. Those Cardian cards are like just weird, man. Like, just like, or just it's just a bunch of fucking pictures on there, and it's like they're an interesting deck. I mean, they like got little level 2s and what have you, like, and like, you know, they can go from 12s and 8s and like going from there. But it's just, I don't know, from all the other secret decks, it's just like I don't see the most use of them, because like the whole point of them is that you have to just keep getting lucky with draw. But then as well, that's like kind of the whole spiel with him. It's like, oh yeah, let's enjoy all the like lucky cards and what have you. But it's just like, thinking about it, it's just that deck just wouldn't work unless you like, because it's just like fixed deck somehow. But other than that, it was a really good duel. I really did enjoy Yuzu. Like, I don't really say too much about it because we didn't really see too many new cards. I mean, we did see like the action cards, but let's like, you know, clarify that we didn't really see too much. And another thing I want to clarify as well, which I'd like to super thank as well, one of the comments from last week's episode was actually saying like, yeah, the ninja guy from like last week, he totally threw the match. Turns out the translation to that actual card that he had in his hand was another one of those like avoiding spells, and it was just like he actually did throw the game. So it was like, you know, everything was all right, and it was just like, I can see that, you know, like I definitely want to say that to him, but it's like I really want to thank, like, I believe his name was Cam Brock. I believe that was your name when you do. I'm sorry if I do forget that, but I'm pretty sure that was the name, and he, you know, told us the whole translation. I really do appreciate that, you know, because it's nice to know, you know. I don't know fucking Japanese like that, and you know, a lot of us, you know, sometimes a lot of people is like, which I wish I could do, put a little bit more extra to find out about that stuff, and you know, read on the forums and like check out more stuff, which I need to do. And I gotta say, you know, ever since I've gone more back into the game and I've actually ended up playing more and building new decks, like a Red Eyes deck, a Romage deck, like building an Odd Eyes deck with all the supports that's coming out there for like the rituals. Like I would like to talk a little bit more about Yu-Gi-Oh on the channel. Like maybe I might talk about a little bit of decks. Hey, maybe one of those stupid fucking Panda Plays things I do. Maybe I might just end up playing some Julian Network or some YG Pro on there and just try out the cards, because why the fuck not? But it's like, that's for another like discussion or video another time. But it's like, this was a really good duel. I've got to say though, like, this is like not for this episode, the next week one really doesn't look that interesting. Like, it's like Serena versus like some irrelevant like fucking guy, I think got his name like Tony or something like that. It's just like, you even just get to see, like, it's just like everyone else is like, yeah, Serena's got this, and it's just like, I don't know, I'm not too sure about that one. But it was like, oh no, it was a good duel. I really enjoyed it. Like, not too much to say. I wish I could have saw some more cards on like Yuzu's side, but we can't really complain too much about that. But no, I did enjoy this. I think this was a solid, great episode. Got some really great development, like we see with her, like actually moving on with the Friendship Cup. I believe like Serena's duel next week is going to be the one that concludes the first day of the Friendship Cup. So, you know, we are going to get a bit of progression with that, but not, it was the Yuya part when he just started breaking down crying. It was just like, and at the end Tokumachi going, yeah, were you in love with that guy, you know, like with Yuya? And it's just like, she was like blushing and fucking hits him with a fan. I'm like, oh, that's so good. I really do want these two to meet, like, again soon, but it's like, I have a feeling, like, especially with her, she's going to be going from there, and then after, like, this tournament gets stopped midway, or if Yuya gets to the last rounds, that's when the, like, you know, Academia's going to attack, and then that's when she's going to get kidnapped again, and it's just like, I kind of don't want that to happen, but it's like, I would like them to have like a little moment back together. It's like, hey, maybe first time in actual Yuya, like the actual, so like the main character, the main female protagonist can actually, you know, hook up. That'd be nice. But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.